everybody. Today we are looking into some more references. Today we have another vector we are looking into, but today we want to change the strings in the vector with references, and that's what we are going to do now. First we have to create our libraries. We include the library IOStream, strings and vectors. Tech here IOStream. Here we have string and here we have vector. And then we are using a namespace std. And now we can create our function. We add a string function and make a reference to it. Then we call it reference to element. Then we have a vector to it that is a string. We have to put them into brackets, and we have to make a reference to this as well. And after that we call it inventory, because the inventory will be our vector. We call it inventory, and then we have to add an integer. We call it I, because we have to say which number in the vector we have to, or we want to change. And with that we have our function made. And now we can create our main function, and with that we build our vector vector string, and we call it inventory. And with that we can make our inventory and make a pushback, and we enter our name for our string. We call it x, and that's our first, and we copy that and paste it down here 2 times. Oh, I made this. Okay, and we, for example, make a sword in here and a shield here. And with that we have our vector made. And now we are continuing with our function. First we are making a copy out of that, and we are placing it down here. And we have to change this here, because this is not good when it's inventory, because it has to be a separate name. It will not matter because it's a separate function, and we have referred the string to it, so it will know that it is a separate string. And the only thing we want to do with it is that it returns us just our vector and then our number to it. And the number, we call it, is I. We defined it to the integer that we choose after when we call the command ref to element, and then it is all clear. And I will show this example later, and it is very easy to understand. And something very important, always when you do a new function and copy it, remove this semicolon. And now when you want to write something in our console, we can just command our function to do so, and we have to say ref to element, and then in our brackets we say from inventory and from place number 0. And when we have done this, we can run our program and it should show us our X. And that's just a simple way. For this we did not use our references. If we would delete them, it would still work completely fine. But now we are coming to the examples where we actually use them. And for that we are creating a string and we are making the reference to it, and we call it, let's say, the first, just for the examples, and then we make it equal to the ref to element, and we say we want to address the inventory from our place number 1. And with that we can write out first, and then it can output us our first that we want to output. And for that I quickly just add a backslash here, backslash, and that we have a new column for this. And when we run our program now, you can see when we run this we have actually sort in it, and we could do that because we had our reference, and we can call out this command or first when we want. And now I create another reference for another example. We call it second, and we make it equal to our inventory 2. We could also copy that, it would be much faster. And we set that to space 2. But now we say second is equal to, let's say, we say it's a healing potion. And when we do this and say we want to console out this and just say even inventory and at space 2, and that's the normal command to write something from our console, and we just make the space here as well that it is that we can look at it better. And now when we run our program, you can see we actually changed our string in our vector, and that's how you can use the references. You can change your places directly in your vector just by that, if you put a reference, and that's a very easy way to do, and you can play with that as much as you want. And we could also just say we want to write out our second, and with that I quickly make a space in here too. And with that you can see we have 2 times healing potion, and yeah, that's how it works. And that's it for our episode today. I hope you enjoyed it or learned something, and with that I say bye.